Hi, and here we are on the jolly journey by Little Islands, and with me is Richard Benson, who's going to tell us about this incredible experience they've created. Hi Richard, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thanks.
Now this looks absolutely incredible. It's so immersive. Can you tell me all about it? It's incredible.
Well, what we do is we specialise in creating fun, interactive environments to take people away from themselves, take them back to happy places, put them on a little island of peace and calm in often the confused world. But so here we are on our latest invention, our Jolly Journey, which is designed to look like a first-class carriage from the early days of steam, really.
Yeah. It's absolutely fascinating. We're just looking out the window on this journey, and it is just literally like sitting on a real train. And I see your attention to detail is absolutely incredible with everything here.
Yeah, that's key. One of our key beliefs is to make things as real as possible.
Yeah.
Although we know it's not a real journey, if you can make it as high quality as possible, then it can be appreciated for what it is. We're not trying to fool people into believing something which is real. It isn't. I think it has its own place.
Absolutely. I can see in the care home, like you say, this really takes you out the home and puts you in a completely different environment. Unlike a standard mural, which is just a false environment. This is the whole interactive environment.
What we find, you've got to simulate as many senses in a focused direction as possible.
Yeah.
So with this, we've got the images going on in the background. You've got the complete environment, the seats, sitting with somebody. You've got tea, coffee, cakes there. You can even have a meal. We've made it wide enough so you can bring a little table in here and have a meal there with family.
Fantastic.
All the things, and then bringing back memories. So you can see, that's lovely there. You can see the steam from the engine and the actual engine itself on the carriage going along.
Absolutely, and the sound's so realistic as well. It's good quality.
Yeah, we have a really good photographer whose passion is steam railways as well. So we just send him off and he enjoys himself. So it is the actual sound being recorded at the same time. So again, as I say, as real as possible.
That's absolutely amazing, it really is. So looking at the design, it's quite incredible. And what sort of environment would this be suitable for?
Well, we've designed it for care homes. We've designed it's modular, so it's easy for us to install. All we need is about 2.5 metres of clear wall space. So we don't want a radiator in the middle or anything like that, but about 2.5 metres of clear wall space, a power socket, and again, maybe about at least 2 metres of depth here to allow for the seats. And I suppose the other thing is it is quite heavy, so we could do with decent access. So I don't want to be carrying it up flights of narrow stairs or down twisty corridors. So good at anywhere where you've got that much space with decent access, we can come and install this in a morning or an afternoon.
That's great.
It's quite quick to do.
Yeah, and again, so you're not going to have to give up an entire room. Pretty much any care home will have this amount of space which you can generate this environment.
Yeah, you can do that. If you've got more space, then wonderful, because we can expand on that. We could put a waiting room, we could put a ticket office. So you're actually creating a complete day's event. So you're building up to the journey itself.
Wow, that's fantastic. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And how did you come up with the idea?
Well, it started when we did our first environment, which was a interactive seaside theme, and we built a mini. Say mini, it was almost the size of this, a mini version of it, but at least it didn't take up a complete room. We realised that was a fantastic destination and people were using it as a focal point. Yeah. And I know that within care homes, things which are a destination are very popular with dementia in particular. So you may just have a bus stop and a bench to wait for the bus. Yeah. And you might find that somebody likes to go there because it gives them a purpose. They're going on a trip. Absolutely. So this is just taking it to a completely different level. Yeah. So yes, we could have this playing and people could come here of their own accord, but you could make it part of a themed event and lead up to it. You could invite family around as well to go on this journey. It's very clever. We supply it. The videos are filmed for us. Yeah. So we will supply it with 4 videos to be chosen from a library. But you can also commission your own because our photographer will go out and do that. We're also working on a sing-along version of one of the journeys. So we're taking out the sound of the train or reducing the volume of the train and putting typical sort of sing-along things you remember as a child, sort of going on a trip on the bus or the train, singing along. Obviously, it would include a long way to Tipperary, but she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. And songs such as that.
Absolutely.
And again, that should bring back memories and get other people involved.
Yeah.
So that would be another option that's on there.
It's a very enticing area, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think if I was walking through a care home, the minute I see it, I'm going to smile, I'm going to want to sit here, and again, other people are going to join you, and that's just to engage that conversation.
Yeah, it is. It's trying to put somebody in that happy place, and different things to stimulate different memories. On the East Lancashire Railway, the one that we have on, that goes through a country park, and there's caravans and things there, and they're waving, and I think somebody from the train shouts, "Put the kettle on."
Yes.
So that might trigger a memory in somebody who used to go caravanning.
Yeah.
And it's those little things, as I say, the more you can get at that, the more chance you've got of making that communication and being able to break through and bring some fun and enjoyment to life.
Just a quick recap, Richard. You said about the sing-along version coming out as well, which sounds really great. If I purchase this now, is that something I can still get?
Oh yes, absolutely. It's one of the key things. We want to increase the library all the time, so that people can update it and not get not get fed up of the existing ones.
Right,
so what I should have said was the socket that's available in the bottom there is to add your own content to. The built-in content is in a separate socket, and then all we would do is send an exchange USB stick just to swap over, and then you return the old one.
Brilliant.
And it's been updated with the latest.
Fantastic. That sounds great. Well, thank you very much, Richard. And I've
you.
really enjoyed my journey. It's absolutely incredible. I could sit here all day. It's very good. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Conrad.